going back to the school experience, what kind of relationships have you had with her teachers?
Okay. So, the principal of the school where she was, where God had the whole Arbor Day thing, he was an atheist. Okay? So he was definitely on my side.
Wow.
Yeah, this was not something planned.
Was he out of the closet, atheist, or was it just between him and you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay? But he was certainly 100% on my side. And it was not planned by the school.
Sure.
And, you know, he, as the president of the school, took full responsibility. The mayor took full responsibility, sent me a letter from his lawyer, excuse me, saying it would never happen again. And to the best of my knowledge, it never has. But the only problem that we've had from anyone is when she was very young and didn't know better, 4, 5, 6 years old, you know, talking about atheism to her other students. That was not viewed well. And yeah, maybe I viewed it as a little bit of a cop-out to tell her not to talk about it in school when the Christian kids are talking about it in school. I made it very clear that talking about religion in school is improper, and preaching to other people's children is improper, and just because other people are doing a bad thing doesn't mean you have to do the bad thing.
Right, right.
So she gets that. She does not hide anything. If you ask her, she will tell you. But she won't bring it up.
Right.
The teachers have not given her a hard time. If they did...
That's good.
Yeah, no, they have not given her a hard time. And if they did, they'd have to answer to me.
Right.
And believe me, they know exactly who I am. The principal knows exactly who I am.
Oh, sure.
You know, there was an instance where the school was trying to have a school chorus, and one of the songs was a religious song. And I sent a letter to the principal on American Atheist Stationery saying this should not happen, this is illegal. And she wrote back saying, well, I disagree with you, but I've removed it from the roster. Okay,
right.
So they would not admit fault, but they did remove it because it was offensive.
Right, right.
So we've got 3 minutes left. Are there any other?
Do you have any just general advice to atheist parents?
Treat God as a common noun, okay? Make sure that your kid understands that there's lots and lots of gods out there. Make sure that your kid understands that there's bigotry out there too, and that people will hate or dislike him or her, and that those people are not worth bothering with. It's okay. People are going to find out reasons to hate you. They're not going to like you because you wear glasses. They're not going to like you because you're blonde. They're not going to like you because you're a woman. They're not going to like you because you're an atheist. They're all stupid. They're all not worthwhile. And just prepare them for that. Yeah. You don't want to send them into school thinking they're going to be loved for being an atheist. However, you certainly don't want them to be embarrassed about it.
Right, and you don't want them to send them to be unprepared.
Make sure they know that there are lots of other atheists in their school, even if they don't know who they are.
Right.
Statistically speaking, there's lots of kids in every single school that are atheists. Most of them are afraid to come out of the closet. One kid sticking up for atheism in the school represents all those other kids and makes it easier for them to come out.
And I think they should also be aware that if they're getting hassled by either students or teachers or administration people, that they should tell their parents. They should tell you
absolutely
as
right
soon
away.
As it happens.
Absolutely right away. You know, the school is not a place of proselytization. If your child is being proselytized to in school, if we just had a case where some guy was burning crosses into his kid's arms.
Oh,
you know, a science teacher. It was ridiculous, and the teacher was fired. We have to know about it. You have to raise your mouth, raise your rights. The worst thing that they can say is nobody complained. That's the worst thing that can happen.
Right.
Nobody objected. Nobody complained.
Not that makes it all right anyway, but that's, you know.
Right. They do not want it to happen.
Right.
This show is over. My email, if anybody wants to ask me questions, is dsilverman@atheist.org. Don't forget nogodblogs.com, www.atheist.org. Anything else?
The email for the show.
Email for the show, avtv@atheist.org. Ben Affleck will not be here next week.
But we will.
Thank you very
much.
much. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
David Silverman, Dennis Horvitz.